Please welcome Big Haws, Eric Hosmer.
Yeah, Haws.
What up, boys? What's happening?
What's up, Big Haws? Now, you came on here as an ex-player the other day and said, what they're doing on Baseball Diamond has nothing to do with what's going on with the CBA. Okay, they just are a well-run organization, maybe the best-run organization of all sports. So they want to pay their players how they're paying them. They can get through in the same system everybody else has. We need to be complimenting their farm system's better than everybody else as well. So their development, their pay, everything's better. That's why they're winning. It's not just about them having $1.12 billion in deferred payments, and the next highest being $153 billion for the New York Mets. I appreciate what you say. Are they ever going to win a baseball game again? They've lost 6 straight. Does this come and go in baseball seasons because how long they are? Or why do you think they're potentially on a schneid? Is it because they do have feelings over there and they hear everybody saying, if you guys want to ruin baseball, go ahead and win. So maybe they're doing this for baseball right now, Haws? What is your take on the Dodgers slide right now?
So, first of all, Pat, be careful with some of the admins on Twitter, man. Don't believe everything you read about baseball and if it's ruining baseball and all that. The Dodgers,
okay,
they don't
okay, I like that. We hate okay, not all the admins, by the way. There are good admins out there. Majority of them, absolute shite. Go ahead,
That was
Haws.
a great rant you went on. I loved it. That was great. But
Thank you.
The Dodgers, they're at the point where they're so loaded and they got a veteran squad where they're good on the regular season. Like, we don't see them lose 5 or 6 in a row, so they're not playing their best ball right now. But they're all about getting their guys healthy for October. The pitching's a funny situation. You got to get the arms lined up. You got to get these guys on a rotation every 5 days to make sure that their arms are fresh for the October playoff race. So I think the Dodgers are lining all that up while teams are now trying to win every game like it's Game 7. So I'm not panicking at all about the Dodgers, and God forbid a team goes out there and tries to win and get the best player on the market. That's all the Dodgers have been doing the last couple of years.
Yeah, they've got them all, haven't they? They certainly have. Now, the best player on baseball field right now might be with the Cubs, who just got done sweeping the Los Angeles Dodgers. Go ahead, Ty.
Yeah, Haas, how big of an argument do you think PCA has to be the MVP? Because, he has just been scorching hot for what seems like the last 2 months, really. And it kind of brings into question, he did slip ahead of Shohei there for odds-on favorite to win NL MVP after hitting 2 homers yesterday, even though Shohei hit 2 homers as well. But it's like the age-old question, who brings more value to their team? I think you could argue that if you take PCA away from the Cubs, they'd maybe be like a 500 team, whereas if the Dodgers don't have Shohei, they're still probably the best team in the majors. Where do you shake out on this? Because it does seem like ultimately, Shohei is going to win the MVP, but as of right now, if PCA keeps up doing what he's doing, he's going to have one of the most historic seasons of all time.
Yeah, PCA is killing it. There's no doubt about that. He's the odds-on favorite now at -120 to be the MVP. So this is tough, man. This is a really, really hard debate because before yesterday's game, I was still on Shohei Ohtani to be the MVP. He's pitching and hitting. And then you watch the game yesterday. It was a day game. Shohei leads it off with a homer. It's like, okay, now he's making that MVP race. Like, he's separating himself. And then PCA leads off the next inning with a homer. They both hit 2 in the same game. But this is where the conversation for me really, really is a big question mark, because everyone talks about WAR, the wins above replacement player, and PCA is leading Shohei Ohtani by a full run. So my thing with WAR is it's an estimated stat. So that's 7 games. If that's PCA's WAR, that's 7 wins above a replacement player that you're getting from PCA in center field. But who is going to be the replacement player for Shohei Ohtani? Because he's pitching, he's hitting. I know he hasn't pitched in a while. He still has, 85 innings on the season still. So that's my thing, is who's going to replace Shohei Ohtani, because no one's doing what he's doing. And real quick, if you just flip-flop, and this is nothing against PCA because I love this dude. He's electric. He's about to come into Kansas City for the weekend. I'm calling those games. I'm fired up for it. But if you were to flip-flop teams and PCA goes to the Dodgers and he's on a loaded team and Shohei goes to the Cubs, I think it's a different situation. So I don't like when they compare the MVP race like that. And the WAR situation baffles me because, again, how do you accumulate this? Because what Shohei's doing, nobody else is doing at all.
Yeah, Shohei, since Babe Ruth, they say, and Babe Ruth only did it for a certain amount of time, and it's a different era, obviously, with what Shohei's been able to accomplish, and obviously he has built baseball into something, the juggernaut that it is right now. It feels like baseball is having a moment. That's why we can't have baseball stop, even though these greedy-ass players never going to agree to a deal. And on the other side, this greedy-ass league, the bunch of billionaires are never going to agree to a deal. It feels like that is inevitable. Hopefully they're able to get something done. Back to what we were talking about with the MVP with Shohei in PCA. Most home runs in June, July, and August. Junior Caminero, 20.
Yes.
Very good.
Stud.
Also 2 stolen bases. Pretty athletic. Hunter Goodman, he's had 20. Wow. 2 stolen bases.
Okay, Hunter.
Catcher.
Wow, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All his knees, though.
Yeah, he's not stealing bases.
Yeah. Luis Garcia Jr., 19 dingers. Wow. 2 stolen bases.
He's a Yankee now, Ty.
Yeah, two stolen bases. That's pretty good. PCA, 19 home runs, 16 stolen bases. So his 35 home runs and stolen bases are obviously 7 more than any other player over the span. And then on defense, the Worth, I mean, this guy's unbelievable.
Stud.
And there was a time this season, which is why I think baseball is so crazy, because how long the actual season is. There's like 5 different seasons within an actual season. There was a season in which this season, they said that this guy was a scumbag.
Yeah.
And this guy can't throw a baseball. They were saying this guy can't throw a baseball. This guy's a scumbag. This guy's terrible. This guy is not good for baseball. He fought through that. There was a lot of very public scrutiny, very embarrassing stuff being said about PCA. And then when he would go throw the damn ball, I mean, it was ending up in the dugout instead of where it was headed. It was like, man, is this guy broken right now? You've seen that. He fought through all of that. Now he's the odds-on favorite to win the MVP. That's a special story. I really like that type of grit. I like that type of mental toughness. And it feels like that epitomizes what baseball is as a whole. Now,
PCA, man. PCA is fiery, Pat. He's got that dog in him. I got to spend a spring training. My last year when I was with the Cubs, I was with PCA in spring training. He was with us in camp. And my first day there, I'm taking batting practice in the stadium, and I hit a ball to right center. I'm thinking it's going to go over the fence. All of a sudden, this little white dude, lefty in center field, jumps up and robs it. And I'm like, man, who the hell was that? So I hit another ball.
Is that Peter Parker?
To left center on literally the other side of the field. And I kind of joked with him, like, yeah, go catch that one. All of a sudden, this dude just beelines right over there across the whole entire outfield, catches this ball. And I'm like, who the hell is this kid? Obviously, I knew who PCA was, and then I figured out he was the kid from the trade that they got from the Mets. But he is electric, man. And at Wrigley, Zito can tell you, it's cold as shit out there at Wrigley Field. So pretty much until mid-May, for the Cubs hitters, it's very hard to hit when it's that cold. So when it heats up in the summer, that's when PCA started going off. So there's no looking back for PCA.
Yeah, I love it for him. I do. I sent him a text, let him know. I thought he was his dog, man. I don't like what they're saying about you, you know. And we got no response. I don't know if he hated that or loved that. But we are huge PCA supporters. Now, let's get back to some other superstars around MLB, and let's talk about something you might be familiar with. Go ahead, Tone.
Yeah, Haas obviously played, over 1,600 games, I think, at first base. Bryce Harper has done that the last 5 years, but for the first 10 years of his career, he was playing out in the outfield majority of the time, right field. He's been back out in right field the last few games. How hard do you think it is for Bryce this late in his career to move back out to right field? How do you feel about that switch? And the Phillies with Luis Arias have been pretty hot lately.
Yeah, that's a big switch, especially when you go from infield to outfield. That's way different. That's a lot more long distance running, and those balls in the gap that Bryce is going to have to go track down. That's a way different than first base. First base, you got none of that going on. There's no long distance. But I tell you what, man, Bryce is athletic, and he's made both transitions, the one in from first base and then the outfield when he first got drafted, because he came in the league as a catcher, or the minor leagues, professional baseball. So he's very versatile. He can play every position. Your Italian brother out here, Jack Caglione, man, he's made that transition from first base to right field look super easy, and completely different situation here because Kansas City, big ballpark, a lot of ground to cover in the outfield. Bryce Harper out there at Citizens Bank, right field, shorter porch. You guys saw at the Derby, so not as much ground to cover. So I think Bryce will be all right in that transition.
A little lonely, though, right? At first, you guys are kind of talking to everybody, right? Is that kind of part of the gig?
Yeah, but then you get to know a lot of guys, man. You get to first base, and it's, hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Where's a good spot to grab some food tonight? And you get to get a lot of good conversations, man. You get to know a lot of people.
Yeah, that's why the mayor loved it over there. You know, you're starting to get to know everybody.
First.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Yeah, legend.
Sean Casey.
Yeah.
Legend.
First base community loves the mayor, obviously.
Yeah.
Great coach.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I found out you got 3 hamstrings, Pat, because Sean Casey tore all of them when he was playing with the Savannah Bananas running down first base. Poor
guy-
guy.
Off the boat.
This guy tore 3 hamstrings. That is but boy, he could slap it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he could do whatever he wanted.
Anywhere
to do.
he wanted.
And then also over there on first base, hey, good to see you. How's the family?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right, we got you. Any hitting ball tricks out of you?
Nah, no hidden ball tricks, man. I'm a man of character, Pat. I'm not gonna look you in the eyes and lie to you. No way.
I like that ethical baseball. How do we feel about pitchers celebrating with big time splits after a strike? Straight! Hey! Suck it! I like the athleticism. I appreciate everything about it. It feels like this is something that hitters will not appreciate at the highest level. But I think this is what he's done his entire pitching career. It's just a part of his excitement level and the way, yippee! Yeah! Spider-Man punch down there at the bottom. How will big leaguers feel about this? And I saw a couple guys look back at him, and it did feel like they were thinking, do I fight this guy right now? Like, how do we do this? How should we expect this to go with him?
There's nothing about this that I like. I hate everything about this. I mean, what is going on? We're jumping up on the mound. I get it, man. Like, this is his winter ball deal. He plays with emotion, but Major League Baseball, the big leagues, you just feel like there's a different, it's a different game. It's a different level of class you stick to, I guess. Not that this dude, is not a classy person, but the antics, I just hate everything about this, Pat. I can't even lie to you.
Okay, 2026. Do we still have guys that'll just let 3 go by just so they can see one of these and say, all right, I'll do it? Is that still a thing or no? Do we think in the game? And what do you think ultimately happens here? Because your natural reaction, me, not baseball guy, my natural reaction is, I feel like baseball guys will hate this. This seems like something in the history of baseball that would cause a lot of brawls potentially for showing somebody up like this. But bat flips have gotten gigantic, So,
yeah, this is for me. This is just kind of drawing the line. Like, I get it. I'm not going to be one of these old school guys where like, no, you can't show any emotion, nothing like that. But I think when you direct stuff to your team, like PCA, that pimp job he did in St. Louis when he hit the homer, threw the bat, flipped it down, looked at his dugout. Like, when you direct it to your team, I'm good with that. When you start doing these kind of antics, I just think it shows up the other player. And I don't know, man, it's different. But again, these players now, man, like old school players, if you were to do that against them, someone's getting drilled on your team the next inning. That's not going to happen now. So that's why these antics more and more are happening.
I didn't even think about the middle finger fastball. Hey, you. Yeah. Hey, this is because of him. Just know that this is coming right at you. I like the kind of policing of yourselves that baseball has done for a long time, seemingly. That is.
Could you imagine if Jason Kendall was that guy's catcher? I mean, Jason Kendall, Benito Santiago too, AJ, they're taking a mound visit, and they're going to say, hey, buddy, listen, cut the crap, okay? Let's get this out. We're not doing that.
I'd rather you throw 4 straight balls than do that after you strike somebody out. I do. I respect and appreciate the fact that this guy's doing it, though, because I'd seen him in, I don't know what league you were mentioning there. It sounded like you were talking about winter ball, which is maybe a lower league. I'd seen, I had eyes on this guy last couple weeks because he had been moving his way up. He's potentially going to get called up. And on the internet, I've been seeing it. And I was like, okay, when he gets to the show, though, because of what you said, like different organization, will he cut it? It's like, yeah, right, bro. I've been waiting for this one. It is the biggest, you know what I mean? He would.
Does his own team say something? Like, does the manager tell him, like, hey, stop? Or is this, can you even
And why
stop?
aren't people getting beaned anymore for
Hey,
stuff
we're
like
30
this?
games under 500, dickhead. Knock it off.
Okay, so will somebody
go.
say that? Why doesn't beaning happen anymore?
Just really doesn't, I don't know, man, that the policing, like the unwritten rules, guys don't really pay as much attention, I would say, as they used to. And that's just something that slowly faded out of the game, I guess. But if I was this dude's teammate, I would definitely just say, hey, buddy, listen, this league is hard in itself. You don't want to draw any unnecessary attention to yourself and have these big league players, the best from all over the world, lock in that much more. Like, good luck if you're going to do that.
Imagine Schwarbo just saying, this guy's cute. Yeah. Hitting one right back at him.
Well, that's what I was going to say. This guy's not ready to feel the position at all. He's going to take a comebacker right off the throat or the face. He might die.
Nuts.
He might not make it.
No, we don't want that.
I'm not saying
jumping up and down and started shooting
Exactly.
spider webs at him and exactly what he's doing. That's come on, you know what I mean?
Tell you what, he is throwing 101 from the left-hand side, so he's going to be around for a long time.
and
So we're
he-
going to find out.
And he has a strikeout celebration. Yeah, this guy's getting ponches on the reg. You know, this is something that he has a dance. He has a celebration that he does. I mean, he's getting
I
high.
actually heard that he's running the Jets Instagram and Twitter page.
All right. Last question here, Haas. We talked too much about baseball already.
Yeah, so obviously the story of baseball right now is the Boston Red Sox being possibly the greatest team in the history of baseball. 25-3, there it is. Their greatest streak in the history of the Boston Red Sox, which is nuts to even think about. When it comes to this team, you know, one thing you mentioned, lies going around the internet, Roman Anthony going through that right now. None of those stories are true. He's just in Florida at this time. They're not true. What do you expect with, you know, Roman Anthony going through rehab? Can he come back and kind of hop right into the lineup and be great? And also, we're not worried at all about like, hey, this is sweet that it's in August, but this team's hot too early. Do you just think that this is one of those things where all of a sudden the Boston Red Sox are a team of destiny? Roman Anthony's going to get healthy, come back, hit 30 home runs. Garrett Crochet's going to get healthy, come back and pitch, you know, scoreless baseball. What is your thoughts about this?
Tony's boy?
Yeah.
I think Tony's boy, hey, Tony's boy is going to come back healthy. And, dude, the Boston Red Sox, God bless them, Connor. I do not know how this is happening, man. Again, when they got rid of Cora and Veritek, it's like they're done, man. There's no way they can succeed after that. And they pretty much turned into one of the best teams, if not the best team in baseball, man. And when you just named off those names, Crochet, Roman Anthony, Tony's boy, if those guys come back into this lineup, they're just going to keep getting better and better. Sonny Gray, he's been, I mean, he's moved himself into that AL Cy Young race, if not the favorite. He is balling right now. I feel like Sonny Gray, we graduated same year. He's been trying to retire for the last 3 years, but he just keeps putting up great seasons. So he's got to stick around and play. But he's going to be a top 3 Cy Young guy this year, if not the guy.
30-5, best winning span in the history of the Red Sox.
They've won like 9 straight series.
They
Sweeping.
just got that 15-game winning streak. They started another one right after that. Nobody in the American League wants to see the Red Sox in the postseason.
You know what I want to see? I want to see Tony's boy back in that batter's box.
You're telling me.
And I want to see them continue to win.
Yeah, just in the batter's box, too.
I like his arm's going to be healthy. That's what that all is going to happen because he had a little PCA situation going on when people said this guy forgot how to throw a baseball there for a while.
He's just got a noodle arm.
No, it was
That's
hard.
not true. He threw a guy out at home multiple times. The problem was, I don't want to go back to the World Baseball Classic, but his arm was a little sore.
Thanks a lot, D-Ro.
That's not D-Rose baseball's fault potentially for setting it up there. D-Rose was doing what he had to do, especially for the troops, which we.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, troops.
Thank you.
Hosmer didn't salute the troops.
He
I
threw it
did.
up.
Check the tape. Check the tape.
Okay.
Skeets is
I
still
didn't see it.
sore.
Sorry, I was looking at the troops. I was looking at the troops this way. I'm sorry I did
Yeah.
not see it. I thought you potentially just said, I'm not doing it, which, hey, that would have been a decision you would have had to make.
Yep.
Okay, that would have been your entire decision there, and
Not
people
me.
would have certainly talked about it. All right, I'm done with baseball. I need Roman Anthony, though, to come back and then continue to win.
Yeah, they will.
Because if they don't, God, you Boston people are going to get so loud with that guy.
I'll say this too. They have a pitcher named Peyton Toll, might have the best personality in all of Major League Baseball. So if you haven't seen his interviews, go do that.
Better than Mizorowski and Paul Skeens.
Well said, Tom.
Are we talking personality? Is that what you just
Some
said?
people don't like Miz and Skeens' personality, which I think is kind of weird.
Hey, is he done? What's going on with Skeens? Last question. I was done with baseball. Now I'm done with
Still
baseball.
sore from saluting the troops.
Yeah, he was saluting
I will
the troop.
never, no, I
Knocking
will
it in.
never doubt Tony's boy or Paul Skeens. Those are 2 baseball players I'll never doubt. Paul Skeens will be back. There's something going on that he's not telling. He'll be back.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened. He pulled his elbow saluting the troops.
He only gave up 2 hits last night.
I like that, but he hasn't. He's throwing 91. I mean, he's
4
Ty Schmidt.
walks, man.
He's
3
Ty
and
Schmidt
1
on the
inning.
mound.
Hey, can I spin the narrative how I want?
3 in 1 inning.
Paul,
Nice. 3 in 1 inning,
Paul,
man.
we love you, and we understand that you did, like Connor mentioned, you did probably hurt yourself saluting all the vets so hard during the World Baseball Classic. But I am starting to get a little worried because I'm watching everybody else pick up speed at his age, and he's going down, and I'm like, is this guy hurt not telling anybody? Is something wrong? What is the deal? Paul, we love you, pal. And maybe he's just trying to, stay with the Pirates.
I don't think that's the case.
Sure, that's
He
it.
loves
Yeah.
the city.
Maybe that's what he's doing right now.
He loves the city.
That's what he's doing right now.
Yeah, he didn't like the big environment of the WBC.
No, Pirates go to that environment. We're not going to be able to play Venezuela and stuff, but like we'll play in the World Series.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no Ponche stuff going on, but we'll take on the people from the other league, which is
Yeah, the AL.
yeah, because we're definitely in the
Yeah. Unfortunately, you guys got two teams who are much better than you in your same division. So it's going to be tough
Who?
to.
Yeah. Reds.
This year, yeah.
PCA's in our division
Yeah.
Buckos did their
and Miz.
And
Yeah.
the man.
What?
And Sal Stewart.
Sal Stewart. Yeah.
Need to get the owner needs to get out of that division. Is there another division we can go to?
They are talking
Yeah, they'll let you
about
switch.
kind
Yeah.
of moving things around so it's a little more regional.
Well, Cincinnati's
Tell you what,
right
NL
here.
Central is the most regional probably division you got though.
Yeah, it is. And if they did that, then you'd probably be looking at a division with like maybe like the Phillies, the Mets, and the Yankees, and potentially like the Red Sox too. So I don't know if that
Buckos did their job.
That'd
though.
be awesome.
No,
we should
doesn't-
do that.
Doesn't like North Carolina have a team we can get in there with? You know,
No.
maybe Kentucky.
I mean, I think the North Carolina baseball team would probably beat the Pirates.
Let's relax. The Cubs have won.
They were a good baseball team. Owen was the center fielder. He's coming to the Pirates. I don't need you to talk about that. Paul Skeens, left-handed, would slice and dice that UNC team. Please have a little respect.
He might have more velo on that side anyway.
Well, wait. All right.
Cubs
I'm
have
done
won
with
one
it.
World
We
Series in
appreciate
100
you.
years. Okay.
That's a good point.
But we have one. Hey, thank you for bringing baseball. Thank you, Haas. We appreciate you.
Don't quit on us, Pat. Don't quit on us.